Hi, Dana Gillespie here, and we're going around my world in 60 songs. Now this next song is very special to me because everyone who's a Bowie fan is going to know that Bowie's birthday was on January the 8th. And I met him, well, in 1964, I'm trying to remember exactly, and this was the house I brought him back to where I grew up with my mother and father in South Kensington, which is a really quite lovely area in London. Now over there, which we're walking to slowly, is where the Victoria and Albert Museum is. And Bowie was performing in the Marquee Club the night he met me. He said to me, "Can I come home with you?" And of course I said yes. It's the sort of thing you do. But we stayed friends and both had the same manager in the 70s. And in 1970 he wrote a song for me, which he publicly announced on the John Peel show. And he said, which was very nice of him, he said, "Dana's a very, 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 very excellent songwriter, but now she's going to sing a song that I wrote," meaning him, for her. So the song is Andy Warhol. And it's a song that I've grown to love more since David has been in America. He sang as a backing singer on my version on my Weren't Born a Man album, which came out in 1973. Happens to be also the title of my memoirs, Weren't Born a Man. But he did his version, which came out before mine because I was still stuck doing Mary Magdalene in Jesus Christ Superstar every night, so I wasn't free. However, because he sang as my backing singer, I then reciprocated by being a backing singer for him on the Ziggy Stardust album. Now I want you to hear a slightly different version of the Andy Warhol song, because it's with my band live. Everything's live with the London Blues Band, and it's recorded at the Temple of Art and Music here in London. Enjoy. Andy Warhol.
Anyway. This is another friend of mine who lives in London this time, and she's a very, 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 very excellent songwriter that I wrote for her, and it's called Andy Warhol, and this is Miss Dana Gillespie.
Take a cement fix, be a standing cinema. Dress my friends up just for show, see them as they really are. Put the people in my brain, tune your pens to have a go. I'd like to be a gallery, put you all inside my show. Andy Warhol looks a scream, hang him on my wall. Andy Warhol, silver screen, can't tell them apart at all. Takes a little snooze, tie him up when he's fast asleep, send him on a pleasant cruise. When he wakes up on the sea, he's sure to think of me and you. He'll think about paint and he'll think about glue. What a jolly boring thing to do. little snooze. Tie him up when he's fast asleep. Send him on a pleasant cruise. When he wakes up on the scene, he's sure to think of me and you. He'll think about paint and he'll think about glue. What a jolly boring thing to do. Andy Warhol looks a scream. Hang him on my wall. Andy Warhol, silver screen. Can't tell them apart at all. Andy Warhol looks a scream. Hang him on my wall. Andy Warhol, silver screen. Can't tell them apart at all.
Well, that's the latest version of Andy Warhol with the band and a few kind of colourful dancers to cheer me up. And this whole area, it just reminds me of so much of the times that I spent with Bowie when he was still Jones, actually. I mean, there's one time that he rang me up and he said, "Oh, I'm just around the corner. Can I come over and play you a new song I've just written?" I was there at the time sitting with the famous rock photographer Gerard Mankiewicz. 20 minutes later, there was Bowie on the front door, and he comes in and he plays Space Oddity. How about them apples? And of course, I was also one of the lucky ones to go to Los Angeles to see him do the Diamond Dogs show, which was pretty amazing. So bang opposite me here is an area that Bowie and I walked past many a time. He used to walk me home from school, carry my ballet shoes. And of course, over there behind the bus is the famous Victoria and Albert Museum. So that's Andy Warhol from Around My World in 60 songs. What's going to be next? Stay with it and find out.